I believe it already has changed to a certain extent because of all the algorithms that we meet with on a daily basis through our phone and through internet, through the social networks, even during work. So the feel about time has changed. I believe the pandemic was a huge start point on this. Going forward in the future, I do think it's going to change further on. I'm really questioning if it can be changing in a good way further, because there's, I believe, a tough point for efficiency, right? You do need to keep your focus, and it can have some side effects if you're too much online, especially because everything happens online today.
We've been working around settling challenges of AI that we've seen over the past couple of years, but what we're now confronted with is a new type of AI that's being rolled out over society without too much concern for the implications, also the negative implications for society. So I think that while we have been doing a lot of good work in putting down guardrails around the conventional types of AI, I think we need to step it up now and say, okay, is this something that could be rolled out over society just like that, or do we need to put in more guardrails there as well?
Well, I hope it's going to free up a lot of time for us to do things that we really want to do. I hope it's not going to eat a lot of time. We'll always find time to fill again, so I don't think it will. AI will free us up to do, to be idle. I think that people don't want to be idle. We want to be working. So I really hope that AI will be working along with us, and we will become much more productive and do things that we were not able to do before. So hopefully it will give us time to solve a lot of our problems.
I remember a conversation we had with children during the creation of our vision. So we held Socratic conversations with people all over Amsterdam. And this was a very interesting day where we had a conversation with high school students. And one particular boy said, with AI, you just don't know what's real anymore. So regarding time, we might not even know what time it is, where we live in, and what's real at that time. So it's an interesting concept because I feel that will change our relationship with time because we don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah, I think it's really incredible what has been happening over the past couple of years. I mean, the boost to AI is absolutely amazing, and it's great to see this sort of, like huge adoption. I mean, I don't know what it sort of, like means for time. Obviously, things which are happening are sort of, like very futuristic. I mean, my hairdresser was telling me the other day he's downloaded ChatGPT and is having chats with it and asking questions. So this is kind of the level of adoption that we are having. Yeah, and having been in this field for so many years, I'm really excited about what's happening and people finally understanding what I've been working on. So yeah, I hope that this adoption is going to increase, and it will increase in like a good way, like adds in a positive way to people's lives.
I think because AI speeds up pipelines and processes so much, it allows us, if used in the correct way, we can use AI as an efficiency production system, and then in terms of as an artist, to connect to the essence of things, the soul, we can get closer to that source if the production is done in such a expedient way that we're actually not hindered by the slowness of time, but we're getting closer to the instant moment of instinct, I suppose, and that's very good.
Well, this theme is very dear to my heart because I'm a child of the 90s, and therefore I saw all the movies, right? That made us back then imagine what the future would be, and now we are living it. It doesn't sound so fun sometimes. I think as humans, it's thrilling, at the same time it's exhausting. And I think we really need also, beyond development, we really need to start caring for us as the humans, or else we will start living the rhythm of the machines. That is not what we want. So, yeah.
If I have the answer to that, I don't, but I have thoughts about it. Like things that I think of, for example, is what happens. I was actually speaking to a professor at the event just before, and she's writing a book, and she said one of the things that she can imagine is that there won't be death anymore, or at least there might be physical death, but there won't be death of a brain. So you can have grandma at the table with you forever, basically, and she still develops, because all the things that come in, her AI kind of develops that. So what does that do to us? And of course there'll be the obvious ones are that there's AI in healthcare that will make us live a lot longer. There might be things that we move, we might become an interplanetary species. There might be lots of things that will help us live longer, or will kind of change, I guess, to make changes to our mortality, at least in the short run. But I think if you really think way further, as I said, and your AI kind of lives on, an avatar is made of you, and that lives on forever, that would be very strange. I don't know how to, I don't even have an answer for what that means to us, but yeah, our concept of time would absolutely change completely.
Oh, in many ways. I think in the years to come, patients will rely more on AI than they will do on humans, because we as humans make many mistakes, even medical specialists and even radiologists, and which is a natural case. You cannot avoid that. So you need something like AI as having a co-pilot looking over your shoulder at the same image to ask you, did you see that, and did you see that, and did you see that? So I think the next step will be that AI will become a co-pilot, and eventually, let's say 5 years or so, AI will get better than a radiologist, so you will not be needing humans anymore.
Well, in my opinion, it relates a lot to what I do. So it's really about being ready for innovation and understanding that you cannot plan so long ahead, but you have to constantly iterate, test, and try to understand where things are going and what is variable and what is not. So I think that our relationship with time changed in terms of becoming more carpe diem or present, rather than thinking a very long future scenario, which may be completely different respect to the initial conditions. So it's really about learning to adapt and kind of iterate all the time in terms of experimenting and understanding how to deal with reality.
Yeah, when I think about time, I think about acceleration. Gen AI is here to stay, it's here to accelerate. Every day there's new things and more. So it's up on us to really take this as an opportunity to grow and leverage this tool to grow even faster.
Well, I think the relationship between AI, such as every former technology, changes because it speeds up what we can do, how we can do it. And I think if we learn to interact with AI even better in the future, I think this will have an enormous effect on how much time we have left to do other things, or on the amount of output we have as an organization.